Well, my mother knew that she was not strong enough to be of any use or being sent to work. I remember last time that I was with her and also with my brother. She sang a very beautiful Czech songs to us, sort of to encourage me, saying that life will begin again. So that's the last time I saw her. My name is John Freund, and my book's name is Spring's End. When I turned 6, I started to attend a public school, which was about 10 minutes walk from my home. School was strict. We all sat in wooden benches. I loved the weekends. On Friday night came, I felt so free not to have to go to school till Monday. It was wonderful. I enjoyed walking through the streets. There were parks, either by myself or with friends. Life was relatively easy without any tensions. When the Germans came in, they instituted their own laws, and the laws would say that there would be posters all over. In the park, there would be a poster, Jews not allowed. In the cinema, there would be a poster, Jews not allowed. In the swimming area, there would be a poster, Jews not allowed. And that was all over. And that was becoming stricter all the time. Even shopping, even walking on the street was restricted. By being placed in a family camp has actually helped to save my life. Most of the others who had been deported from Theresienstadt to Auschwitz, especially those my age, would have been immediately killed on arrival. Everybody was given a little pot, which was very valuable. If you lost the pot, you couldn't eat. So that's all we had. We had the tea in the morning, soup at noon, and a chunk of bread in the evening. So hungry all the time.
There are only 100 days between January 10th and April 22nd, but in 1945, that period seemed endless. There was no sun, only bitter, cold snow and rain. Hanging on to life from hour to hour was a major effort. Each day turned out to be worse than the previous one. As armies from the east advanced towards the heart of Germany, and armies from the west pushed eastward, concentration camp prisoners were dragged from camp to camp, on foot and by train, during the day and at night. We started on foot, several thousand inmates in prison garb. Everyone was given a blanket, a loaf of bread, and a can of meat. By the second day of the march, all the food was eaten, and the blankets were too heavy to carry. I dropped mine somewhere in the snow. Those of us who remained, and there were many, came to a small border town with a railway station. It was good to see the train. At least we wouldn't have to march again. There wasn't enough room for all the men, so they pushed until they were able to close the gate. We couldn't sit. There were so many bodies standing and leaning against one another. The train stood in the station for hours, perhaps half a day before it began to move. It started to snow again. Nobody knew the train's destination or how long it would take to get there. We stood in silence. The older men couldn't stand. Their tired bodies started to lean on others and had to be held up until they collapsed. Then they were taken out at the next station and shot dead by the SS guards. When would it be my turn? How long would I last?